Alright, I'm sitting here. I have the flu. That's why I sound like this. But I said, guess what? I'm not going to work. I'm going to do a review of a knife I just found out in my garage. I haven't carried this for a while. This is a buck Squire. It's the baby brother to the bigger buck knives. And it's the biggest of these smaller buck knives. Like the buck prints and all their smaller ones. This one comes with a sheath. It's big enough to get a sheath. And you can still carry in your pocket. I carried this for a lot. I remember when I was building my motorcycle, I had in the belt sheath. And I was using this for cutting electrical tape, lots of different utility tasks. It works really good for that. And it's a nice knife. It's not quite as scary looking or as big as a bigger buck knife. It looks more like just a normal pocket knife. It's a little bit bigger than a normal pocket knife, though. You could carry in your pocket, though, but definitely easier in a sheath. If you wear a sheath with a belt knife, you gotta wear tight-fitting jeans, like Wranglers or Carhartt, maybe, like with like a higher waist that's fitted in the waist. Because otherwise, it just bounces around too much. But if you have jeans that are, fairly snug, then it distributes the weight of the knife. This is not a real heavy knife, but just in general, carrying a sheath, it just works better. If you got, like, pants falling off and you could put this on your belt, it's just not going to work. It comes with the sheath. The sheath's alright. The belt loop's too big. I mean, nobody wears a belt that's this fat. I wear a thick belt, and even it has some play in it, which is, it should be smaller, but it's not. But it's made well, and it looks cool. And it's alright. The knife's okay. It's alright knife. For the money, it's a really good knife for the money. This one, the grinds and the blade. This side, they kind of goofed it up. There's some heavy grinds right here. But it's sharp. I've always kept it sharp. And, it's a pretty good knife. It's too small for me. I don't know when I would really... I did carry it like when I bought it, and I do like it. But I'd rather just carry this. You can see the difference in thickness. It's a much smaller knife than a buck 112. So I don't know. It's okay. I would say it'd be a good knife if you're maybe hiking. Because it doesn't weigh as much. But it's really not that lightweight, though. I have other knives that are lighter weight. But I will say, a belt sheath in the woods, this is a really good idea. Because when you need your knife, it's going to be in your sheath. You got a spider co in your pocket, something like that could fall out. You lose them. And you drop a knife in the woods and it's long gone. It's like... you may as well drop it off the Sears Tower. It's long gone. So, a belt sheath is a good idea. You always have your knife when you need it. I noticed that even in normal life. I'm like, where's my knife? And I got a sheath on my right side, and it's always there. Whereas if you don't, okay, where's my knife? Oh, I left it on the coffee table. Or whatever, So that's one cool thing about this knife is that it has the sheath and it's not real big. Most knives that have sheaths are really big. This one's not. So it's pretty cool. It's a good knife, man. If you like buck knives, then you're gonna like this knife. But like that being said, I don't ever carry it. I carry this, and I would carry a 110. I would carry a 110, but it's not legal here. It doesn't pass the blade length. We have 3-inch blade length law where I live. And so this is perfect for that. It's like a buck 112 that's legal. I wish it was a buck 112 with a big handle and then put this blade in it. I don't know if it would fit, but that would be cool. Have a big buck 110 with a badass looking knife, with your jeans and your biker wallet and all that. But then have this blade in the 110 handle. That would be so cool. I might look into that. But but these are good too. But this looks alright, but it doesn't look very in biker style to me. It kind of does, but it's just a little bit too small, man. It's just a little bit too small. A buck 110, that's a scary looking knife, man. You see those hillbillies, biker guys with buck 110, and they can get them out fast. That you don't want to mess with that. They're in the bar with the buck 110. I seen that when I was down in Georgia. Those hillbillies with them knives, and I just thought, man, that's so cool. And I think it's one of the things why I like buck knives. People call them hunting knives, 110 folding hunter, but it's really just a redneck knife, man. Blue collar knives, they're inexpensive, and the steel is really good, man. You keep this sharp, and it works really well. So, and in most ways, it's better than a harder steel, because you can sharpen it. And man, these things get sharp, this steel. So anyway, that's the Buck Squire. It's an okay knife. There's nothing wrong with it. This one's not perfectly centered, but it's not rubbing. I don't think the build quality of these and these smaller ones, the Prince and I forget what the other one's called. There's like 3 sizes. There's this, and then there's one, and then the Prince, and I forget which one's the Prince, but each one is a little smaller. I don't think the build quality of these is as good, the blade centering, as with the 110s and the 112s. These seem to be have better quality control. So, anyway, that's that. If anyone wants to buy this knife, you can have for $20. Send me a $20 bill, and I'll send it to you. Because I need to clear some stuff out and buy some more stuff I won't. If not, I still got it, and I'll use it. Alright, talk to you later.